Ito namang isang to, marang sa gitna.
Good evening, Westfield High School families, dignitaries, faculty, guests, and especially the graduating class of 2018. As the principal of Westfield High School, it is my distinct privilege to address all of you this evening. As a second-year principal in Westfield, I have come to know more about and to fully embrace the strong customs, traditions, and lineage of our fine school. Tonight, as each of you receive your diploma, you will become members of a strong and proud alumni who understand the value of hard work, dedication, and the importance of education. Over the past 2 years as principal, I've had the opportunity to get to know some of you very well, and I can say without hesitation that I'm confident that you will all continue to find success, whether it be in college, the workforce, in the military, or in life. You have all grown as individuals, bonded as a class, and now will leave to seek your own destiny. For those of you who may not be aware, our high school runs an incredible preschool program. We have a number of preschoolers who were with our teacher, Mrs. Auclair, as well as a number of high school students who help and assist as student leaders. A few weeks back, I had the opportunity to see our preschool graduation at Westfield High School. It provided me with an important opportunity to pause for a minute and to reflect. As our preschool graduates received their diplomas, and our high school leaders spoke so glowingly about the preschoolers that they work with, I paused for a few minutes and I reflected about some of the things that mattered the most to me. I thought about the parents of the preschoolers, giving their sons and daughters hugs and kisses, holding their small little hands, and beaming with absolute pride. I stopped for a minute and I thought about my own life. I thought about my parents and how grateful I was for their support over the years and their continued support that they offer me even still to this day. I thought about my family and the great memories that we've had together throughout the years. I thought about my wife, Julie, my son, Nathan, and daughter, Emily, who continue to help me to be a better person and father each day. And I got a little more than nostalgic thinking about my own son and daughter's preschool graduations, both of which happened well over 5 years ago. I thought about my own children and how they're growing too big and too soon. Then I thought about the preschoolers and their educational journey that each of them is about to begin. That made me reflect about all of you. This journey in education resonated as I thought about the preschoolers in 12 or 13 years who will be sitting where each of you is sitting now, with their families, preparing to graduate, preparing to continue their journey. As each of you start your new journey, what I hope for all of you is that after all the pomp and circumstance of graduation, after all the celebrations and the parties have all ended, that each of you take some time to reflect about your own journey. Think about where you've been, where you are, and embrace where you're headed. I hope that each of you realize how far you've come, and I hope that you appreciate the struggles that you've encountered to get here, because they have made you stronger, better, and more prepared for life. I hope that you take pride in all of your accomplishments, and I hope that you realize and acknowledge in some way those closest to you that have helped you to become who you are. Your parents, your grandparents, your teachers, mentors, obviously your friends. Realize all of those who inspired you to be better. Remember the lessons that they all taught you and continue to grow. As you leave Westfield High School to pursue your dreams, I hope that you continue on your journey with pride, with courage, and with integrity. Living with these qualities will always open doors and new opportunities and help you, more importantly, to find fulfillment. Life will continue to challenge you, but these difficulties will come. With these difficulties will come some of the greatest joys that life has to offer. You are ready to face the world and put the lessons that you've learned at Westfield High School to use in order to make our world and our community community a better place. I'm very proud to be a principal, and I'm very proud to work in a community that values education like Westfield does. Poet Carl Sandburg once remarked, "I don't know where I'm going, but I'm on my way." So it is true with each of you. You are all on your way. You are our future. You are our hope. May the path that you take on your journey in life help you to find what you are seeking. May the obstacles you encounter give you strength. And may you have the courage to face your challenges with integrity as you pursue the highest of your dreams. Live the journey, love the journey, and take the time to take it all in. You're truly an outstanding class, and I'm honored to know you and to have worked with you over the last 2 years. I'm very proud of all of you. I wish you all the best. Congratulations. At this time, we play the class song, "Stole the Show" by Typo.
Ang malayo. Naharangan pa siya ng boat na, no? Harangan St. Julian.
Darling, darling, oh, turn the lights back on now. Watching, as the credits all roll down. Crying, you know I play it to a full house. No heroes, villains, one to blame. While wilted roses fill the stage, and the thrill is gone. Our debut was a masterpiece, but in the end, for you and me, oh, the show, it can't go on. We used to have it all, now it's our curtain call, so hold for the applause, oh, 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 and wave out to the crowd, take our final bow, oh, it's our time to go, but at least we stole the show, 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 at least we stole the show. This is sunshine.
I would now like to welcome to the podium someone very near and dear to my heart. Not only is she the 2018 Bronze Tablet winner, she's the class president, but more importantly, she's my best friend. So let's hear it for Fiona Coach. Good evening, everyone. On behalf of the class of 2018, I'd like to welcome all of the faculty, staff, and administration of Westfield High School, families, friends, and distinguished guests. Shout out to my mom and dad, and shout out to all the moms and dads and special people, because you guys are the ones who have put up with us for the past 13 years of school. And I would be remiss if I didn't take this opportunity to say hi to my grandma, who is here all the way from Florida, and I'm so happy that she could be here. Class of 2018, can you believe that we're actually sitting here? I've been to each graduation ceremony over the past 3 years, and as cliche as it sounds, it really feels surreal to be standing here in our caps and gowns. As I'm looking out into the crowd, I see so many amazing people. I see artists, athletes, actors, musicians, and writers. I see future doctors, politicians, scientists, tradespeople, nurses, future members of the armed forces. There's really nothing this class can't do besides knowing how to drive in the parking lot. You guys are pretty talented if you ask me. As I was driving here, I was just thinking about how weird it is to be finally getting our diplomas. For most of us, we've been in the Westfield public school system for 13 years. I'm done doing math, but that's like 70% of our lives. That's a long time. I don't know about the rest of you, but the Southampton Road school kids might remember this. We used to log onto these old blue Apple computers. They were like the original iMacs, and they weighed probably about 40 pounds. And when you would log in, the bottom would read Class of 2018. And I just remember thinking, wow, that's so far away, and here we are now. Thankfully, our computers don't weigh that much anymore, but it's crazy to think how much things have changed over the past 13 years. We've been through a lot if you think about it. Slide phones, glittery shirts from Justice, first learning how to use eyeshadow, middle school dances. Those times were tough, but we finally made it out, and I've blocked them out of my memory for the most part. We're all survivors of freshman year of high school, too. We rode the bus, we tripped up the stairs, and we put in our time. It might be bittersweet, but I know I speak for a lot of us when I say that we're excited to see what the next chapter has in store for us. Over the past year, and particularly over the past 2 weeks, there have been a lot of lasts. Our last first day, our last time walking the halls of Westfield High School, our last time peeling our legs off of the chairs on the 3rd floor at the end of the year. We've taken our last high school finals and closed our lockers for the last time. We're also the last class that can say we survived the Carter era, and the last class that can use that as comedic material. There have also been so many firsts over the course of our high school careers. For some of us, we were able to buy our first lottery tickets this year. There was the excitement of being accepted into your first college, or taking your license test for the first time, and for some of us, the second or third time. There was the first time we saw an actual food fight, the first time going to prom, first time getting a job. And looking forward to the upcoming year, we'll be starting all over again, and there will be plenty more firsts in our lifetimes. I didn't want to come up here tonight and tell you guys to follow your dreams and to be the best person that you can be or anything like that, because I know you already know that. I don't exactly feel that I am in a position to give you guys a ton of advice, because honestly, I don't have that much more life experience than you do. But I wanted to share something that I've learned over the past month in particular. I learned how important it is to be grateful for the people in your life that are meaningful to you. You really do not know when life is going to throw you for a loop, and for you that might be tomorrow, or it could be 30 years from now, you don't know. And so it is so important to not only tell those people that you love them, but also to show them how much they mean to you. Spend time without your phone, be in the moment with your friends. Buy your mom a coffee. Moms, you can thank me later for that. But in all honesty, life can change in an instant. You or someone you love could be gone tomorrow. And wouldn't you rather appreciate what you have now while you can? Instead of looking back on these times and thinking, geez, I wish they knew how much I cared about them. Make the most of your time here and share your love with one another. I know this is certainly something that I have been thinking about lately, and I hope that that resonates with you. So speaking of being grateful, I just want to shout out a few of my favorite people who have had a huge impact on my life over the past few years, and I'm sure some of these people have helped you guys along the way too. Miss Desmond, you have been one of the most influential teachers I have ever had. I know I am speaking for all of your students when I say that your passion for teaching inspires us all, and your enthusiasm to help each and every one of us means so much. Mrs. Aslin and Miss Paleo, I'm going to miss walking into guidance and seeing you two. You have brightened so many of my days at Westfield High, and you have both worked so hard to help prepare us for this moment. Mr. Pananos, thanks for the ice cream. Mrs. Smith, thanks for all the laughs in bio. Mr. Kennedy, for your dedication. Mrs. Keenan, thank you for the community closet and for helping us all write killer college essays. Mr. Jindrizik, thanks for being the principal that is just right. Mrs. Wingate, I don't know how you did it, but every single time we requested a transcript, you not only had everything done right on time, but you did it with a huge smile. To all of the office staff, you all work so hard and your efforts do not go unnoticed. To the custodial staff, we appreciate what you do for our school, and even though Uncle Mark and Mrs. Sabadosa aren't at Westfield High School anymore, I think it's safe to say that we were all impacted by the bathroom notes and their generosity and kindness. Pastor Carl from Wyman Church, thank you for coming to my school events to support me, and my brother Aiden, I love you. And last but not least, I want to say thank you to you guys for making the past 4 years so memorable. I feel so honored to have been able to serve as your class president for the past 3 years, and it has been a joy getting to know and work with you all. The class of 2018 truly is a special one, and you guys are the reason it makes saying goodbye so hard. But I know we are all going to go off and do amazing things, and we will all be able to keep a little piece of Westfield High School in us wherever we go. Thank you, class of 2018. I love you all. Like to introduce one of my teachers for 2 years in high school, and I'm honored to introduce her, Mrs. Keenan, our commencement speaker.
Good evening. I haven't had the good fortune to meet each and every one of you as we've walked the halls of Westfield High School for the past 4 years together. But thank you for the honor of allowing me to speak on your special day. Life is better when you're laughing. It was on one of those little signs with the pretty font on the reclaimed wood. You know the kind, right? But it stuck with me. Life really is better when you're laughing. That's my wish for you. Laugh. Every day. Multiple times a day. Laugh so hard you pee. Laugh so hard you have tears streaming down your face. Laughter can be effective in many ways and in many situations. I giggled my way through teaching a class that really disliked reading and writing. So giggling with them was my tool for success. It brought us together. With a freshman class, I laughed with them while trying to teach literature. By the way, that's the only way to make it through teaching freshmen. I have full-on, doubled over with tears streaming down my face in front of many classes, recounting some strange little story, like how at 8 years old, I flew through my best friend's kitchen window on my orange Huffy bicycle and managed to almost lose 2 fingers in the process. I can show you the scars after the ceremony. Yet somehow, I tied this into our lesson. But not only do I laugh with the kids inside room 128, I laugh with those who just stroll on by. Some more frequently than others. You know who you are. You're my hallway friends. You might find yourself outside my door, loudly carrying on a conversation about your shoes. And there I am hollering out to you, yeah, those shoes are great. Those are great. Some folks totally embrace my silliness. They come back, they have a conversation. Some just continuing on, wondering, what on earth just happened there? For those of you who decided to engage in a conversation, we became friends. We offer up hellos to each other as you stroll by. You might come in for a visit, see what we're doing. Or maybe you're the friend of one of my students and then we became friends. Maybe you're one of the many sports teams who practice right outside my door in bad weather, jumping hurdles, running timed sprints, or even throwing the shot put in the stairwell. I usually have some goofy little comment to try and get you laughing while your coach is trying to get you focused. Sorry, coaches. Whoever you are in the class of 2018, I hope I've laughed with you. Life is better when you're laughing. It took me 3 different majors in college to find my passion. My parents weren't laughing. But I finally realized that education is important, that I was passionate about literature and writing, and here I am. I know, I'm living the dream, but really, I am living the dream. I go to work with a smile on my face every day. I am happy to welcome A period into room 128, even though we're not fully awake or completely aware of what we're doing. I'm happy to share a cup of tea with B period and finally wake up. I'm happy to go through the rest of my day talking about books and writing, but most importantly, we're giggling. We're laughing. We double over with tears streaming down our faces. We may have moments in class we struggle. Lessons might confound us. Spotlight absolutely stresses us. But in the end, we laugh together. Yes, life is better when you're laughing. I wish that for you. Seek out those who make you laugh. Find folks who can get you to the point that your sides are aching and it's difficult to breathe, kind of laughing. Those friends are the keepers. Laughing will keep you going when life gets dark. And sometimes it does get dark. You are about to enter a new phase of your life. You might be hopping on a plane to go to college in Arizona to meet new people, experience a new way of life, and learn new subjects. Or maybe you're hopping on a plane for boot camp and then sent to protect democracy and our way of life. Perhaps you're entering a tech school or starting a real job and facing real bills. Each will have its own stressors and complications. Each will have its own successes and triumphs. There will be days when you're angry and days you want to cry. Go ahead, be angry. Let yourself have a good cry. But once you're done, get together with friends. Hang out around your kitchen table and laugh. Laughter is the best medicine. Laughter allows you to decompress from your day and start anew with strength. Laughter will get you through. Life really is better when you're laughing. And even in some of my darkest moments, like listening to AP Language Conversations presentations, which I know you all wrote at 1 a.m. the night before. I come back to laughter. So go ahead, tell the bad jokes, don't be afraid to be corny, be the person who laughs. It's not weird. Thank you. I love you all.
The Westfield High School Chorus will now perform Come Sail Away by Styx under the direction of Corey Bruno.
Yeah, there's Zach. Zach's right there. You know, the whole person. Robbie, don't make that up with the flag. Niyakap siya niya.